It's Monday morning. Well, actually, it's not. It's Sunday when I'm recording this. So on Mondays, what we do is we go through my jobs, what I did last week, what I didn't do good with. To be honest, it was a very, 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 very good week for me in a whole host of reasons. Let's start with health and fitness. Number one, I went running 4K. Running 4K. For me, that is amazing because I've had a knee injury. It's hurting a little bit. I averaged 20,000 steps or thereabouts. I mean, when I'm doing this now, when I'm talking about this now, I still need to do, I think, 10,000 for the rest of the day. And then I do 20,000 for the average of 20,000 a week. I went to gym. Again, at the minute, it's 4.5 times. I've got a couple more sets to do, and I've done 5 times for gym. So personally, really good. Diet's been okay, not perfect, but because I haven't been drinking alcohol, I've got loads of calories to spare. In terms of work, last week, do you remember I told you I couldn't tell you something about the accountant? To be honest, it was a really, really difficult situation. I was leaving my accountant, somebody I really get on with, I really like. However, I just think fundamentally it was best for me to move to another accountancy with the company, with the journey, with the trajectory, whatever, with the direction of a business. It was just right. And it was a really, really horrible, horrible conversation. I hated it because I know that my accountant likes working with me. I know that we get on well, and it was almost like kicking a cat. And I genuinely been meaning to do this for so long, but I didn't. And so last week, that was one of my big jobs. My big jobs, I'm just seeing my big jobs here. So it was accountants. I couldn't tell you too much, but it was changing accountants. I did that last week. It was speaking to solicitors about setting up different companies, about having a holding company in every single self-storage separate company. I did that as well. And get money. I had to find who I was going to finance it from and how I was going to finance it. And in the end, I ended up getting a bloody super duper duper deal, which was really, really good. So I was a bit worried that I might have to give more away, not in terms of equity, but in terms of cost. But it turns out it's the cheapest deal that I could have got. So it's really, really good. Everything worked out last week. So it was great. Right. So this week's jobs, find a container site. I want to find a container site. I'm looking at loads. Somewhere beginning with S in the UK. I'm traveling there tomorrow. I might have to not take the kids to school. No, I'll be all right. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, I'm traveling somewhere to begin with S tomorrow. A really big potential container site. There's a place in Scotland as well, not the first S, but a place in Scotland that they want 3 months rent free. I want 9 months rent free. Although I'm not 100% certain they really want to do a deal. So anyway, I want to find a container site next week. Plan out how to monetize my personal brand. That's what I want to do this next week, because I get so many people asking for storage advice, for me to work with them, help them, etc. And so I need to find a way to do that with them, and to make more money, because I want to diversify. I'm putting all this content out, so why not make some money back through it? And so basically, find out how to monetize my personal brand. But that also includes finding ways to post more on LinkedIn. So yeah, finding out ways to post more on LinkedIn. It also means sponsorship as well. Sponsorship as well. So yeah, personal brand. What do I do with it? How do I make some money? Because ultimately, I want to make 200 grand a year, 250 a year from a personal brand. That's what I want to make. Speak to commercial letting agencies and ask them to list the front of a building in Mansfield. So yeah, really, really excited about that one. I put Mansfield there because we've got 2 roller shutters and we can maximize that and make some money, and depending on what size I want. So why not? So that is what we're going to do there. So it's almost like a trade counter. Put trade counter here, so don't forget trade counter. Boom. So that is good. Wrexham, I need to do the same as well. We've got an office space in Wrexham we're not using, so we need to utilize that and earn some extra money. So it's all about the way I think about business is it's a sponge, and the water that comes out is the money. So you need to squeeze it. So many people leave so much water in the sponge, and so we need to squeeze that as much as possible. And there's a flyer to organize as well. But I'm doing that today anyway. So there's my 5 jobs next week. That's what I want to do. And obviously record all podcasts, etc. Right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow.